Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from skiessentials.com.
And I'm Bob. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Oh yeah,
It's also my daughter Charlotte's birthday, so it's always an easy one for me to remember.
that's more exciting.
Yep. She turns 8 today.
These pants count as green, right?
My pants certainly count as green. Yours?
Yeah, they're a bit of a gray area here.
I'd say it's just more gray.
A literal gray area. Well, yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yep.
And welcome back to our weekly Top 5 Fridays news videos. Apologies for taking the last couple weeks off. Been a rough couple weeks.
We've been sick and injured.
Yeah, I had a little bit of a run-in with a tree. Pretty controlled situation. It wasn't nearly as bad as it could have been.
Yep.
Not much I could have done. I think I handled that as safely as I could have in the moment.
Yep.
And here I am.
Right.
We're back.
We're back.
In one piece, skiing. And Bob was a little under the weather. So sometimes that happens. We're human.
Yep.
Not invincible.
No, as much as we like to think we are. Oh, well.
But yeah, nice to be back. And sure is an exciting topic number one to kick things back off.
I bet people can guess what it is.
Mikaela Shiffrin, the winningest Alpine World Cup ski racer of all time.
I knew she'd do it.
Yeah.
Even back when she was an early teenager and beating everyone by like 15 seconds.
Well, Bob, just wait for topic 4.
Oh, I am excited about that.
Yeah, we really go full circle here in Top 5 Fridays, really bring things back. No, it was really exciting. Last Saturday morning, I woke up pretty early to watch the race. I was really glad that I did. And there was some drama. It was a little stressful.
Yep.
But she won by almost a full second.
It is all a matter of time. You know, it's
Yeah.
like if it wasn't then, it would be the next time.
No, she won in commanding fashion, which I thought was appropriate for her. The race where she took the world record.
Yep.
So that was really, really cool to watch. And big shout out to Paula Moltzen, who was 4th in that race.
Yeah, there are other ski racers on the planet.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard. It's easy to forget that.
Yep,
But
easy to kind of just fall into the Mikaela Shiffrin hype. But no, great skiing from Paula Moltzen. She really looked good. I was thoroughly impressed watching her ski. She had a great first run too, and you know she was pretty high up in the results, and I think she started 4th to last. She was either 5th to, I think maybe 5th to last start in second runs, which is a stressful position. You know, you're up there with the elite skiers, and I thought of everyone that had skied so far, she skied the cleanest and strongest, and I thought that was really impressive.
Yep, totally.
So hats off to both Mikaela and Paula Moltzen. Obviously, slightly different accomplishments there, but both great skiers.
Everyone at their own pace.
Totally. Yeah, maybe Paula Moltzen will break her record.
She's got a work cut out for her.
Yeah, those are big shoes to fill. But no, I thought that was really exciting, and again, I was super happy that I woke up and watched that live. And then second topic of the week, we had stop 4 of the Freeride World Tour. This was in Austria, and it was the 4th stop of the season and also the first stop of the 2-event final, which we've talked about before. Format can be a little confusing. I even find myself getting a little bit confused halfway through the year. I'm like, wait, what? Who? What?
Right.
When? How do they? Oh, okay. So.
Or like they don't get points for certain things.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Ariana Tricomi, she took the win on the women's side.
Yep.
But as a wild card competitor, she did not get points, which I thought was confusing.
I wonder, we haven't really followed up on FIS taking over on this. I wonder if they've introduced more structure or.
I don't think anything's really changed from a structural perspective.
I haven't really looked at that.
But I thought that was interesting, and congratulations to her for picking up the win. We are heading into finals in Verbier, so the top 3 women heading into finals are Justine Dufour-Lapointe, Molly Armanino, and Megan Baton, which I think I pronounced correctly.
That's what I heard on the internet over there. That sounds right.
Yeah, it sounded a little more authentic the way that they said it. I'd do my best. On the men's side, Andrew Pollard took the win, Maxime Chablot was in second. Feel like we got to give a shout out to him because it really felt like those top two runs, either one of them could have took home the win. And for the men heading into Verbier, we've got Valentin Rayner as the leading skier, Maxime Chablot in second, and Andrew Pollard in third. So Verbier is always, in my opinion, the highlight of the whole season. So it'll be super exciting to see how this thing all pans out.
Signature stop for sure.
Totally. Yeah. Just that. I really want to go ski there.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe someday. Didn't
so.
somebody offer us, you mentioned earlier you were replying to YouTube comments and somebody offered us tickets to A Basin?
Yeah. Yep. That's a far cry from Verbier,
How come no one's offered plane tickets and lift tickets to Verbier?
We'll see.
No, I think it'd be cool to do a Europe trip one of these years. So that was really exciting and looking forward to the finals of Freeride World Tour. And then third topic of the week, this one's pretty interesting, Bob. The Colorado Sun highlighted Joel Gratz. You think it's Gratz? Am I saying that right?
That's what I would have said.
Okay, good. The founder and CEO of OpenSnow. I thought this article was really interesting. If you're not familiar with OpenSnow, they're basically a snow forecasting website and app. I would say the leading snow forecasting organization.
That's what the article certainly indicated.
I think that's fair to say. And it was pretty interesting. It kind of talked a lot about I thought the story of like what caused him to get into it was pretty interesting.
Yep.
Like the mountain was forecasting like a couple inches of snow and he decided not to go and his friend went and skied like waist deep powder all day and he was kind of bitter.
Yep.
So he decided to take on that challenge himself. Also talked about what goes into his snow forecasting, his prediction process, kind of the models that he uses and all that stuff. So kind of cool.
Yeah. And then I liked how they talked about how it has the potential of driving millions of dollars of business, like one way or another.
Totally.
You know, if Kirkwood is forecast to have 40 inches of snow, like that's going to drive people there, and it might
100%.
drive them away from North Star. I'm just kind of thinking Tahoe area,
sure.
but like it could be anywhere really.
Yep.
You know, it could keep people away from the East Coast. It could keep people away from the Southern Rockies. Like there's a lot of implications, especially if the app is accurate and trustworthy.
Right.
Like that is potentially a big driver of traffic.
Well, and I think you can say that people are more reliant and more influenced by this type of information now than any previous year.
Well, the information's better. People are freer in their schedules to travel at a whim.
It's more readily available.
Yep. And skiing's just more accessible now than it ever has been before. It's like if you have an Epic Pass, like you don't even have to think about whether, you know, if Park City's forecasted to have a bunch of snow, like boom, that's it. I don't have to think about tickets.
Yep.
I just have to get there.
Yep.
So there's a lot of this powder chasing going on that I think is really kind of has an interesting effect on the industry.
Yeah, I think so too. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's very interesting to see just the progression. You know, there's a lot of similar groups out there, Facebook groups and stuff like that.
Yep.
It's amazing the amount of information that you can get on those sites, and it's also amazing how much engagement that they get.
It's also like very contrarian to our general philosophy of just going skiing every day, and if it snows, great. If it rains, oh well.
It is really interesting. Yeah, totally. Which, like, I would say that you and I are the extreme minority in that, where, it's part of our job, so we just wake up and go skiing every day. But it is like, really interesting to kind of view that from our perspective, because it's like, what do you mean? Like, you just go.
Yeah. And sometimes it snows and you have a great time, and sometimes it's really cold and it's less of a great time. But either way, you're up there.
Yeah. How many days do you have this year?
I don't know.
We both blew it.
Yeah.
Getting sick and hurt.
Yeah, this past few weeks have really put a dent in the...
Yeah.
I don't know, close to 100.
It was good that you got sick. selfishly.
Keep me in reach.
Yeah.
Well, I was glad you got hurt.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I feel like we at least compare our
Yep.
stats each year. I think you've got the better of me the past few years.
Well, you have coaching on the weekends, and then I have skiing with kids on the weekends.
Yeah.
And that kind of like, I end up skiing a little bit more with my kids than you do end up doing
Totally.
vertical with
And like
coaching.
like personal skiing, which I don't do ever anymore. But if I was to go personal skiing, there's a good chance I'd stop and like hike a park jump for an hour. And then you're out there getting like 10,000 vertical feet in that hour.
Yeah.
And I got nothing to show for it.
Like this morning.
The Epic Mix app does not track my park hiking.
Nope.
This morning? That was yesterday, right?
Well, this morning I did 10,000 vertical feet.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
I did 0.
You had 0.
You're not skiing tomorrow, right?
I don't know, are you?
Yeah, I'm coaching. Be like, all right, kids, we're not skiing any park today. We're going to hot lap lift line all day.
We're going for 40
I got to
today.
get 40,000 vertical feet today, kids. Anyways, I think we're wildly off track here, but check out this article on OpenSnow because I do think it was very interesting. And then topic 4, another kind of cool article, this time from Vail Daily, looking back 50 years, author John LeConte? Going back and forth on that one. I was thinking like our friend Dylan here, like how do I pronounce his last name?
Right.
But it kind of looks like French.
I don't think you pronounce the E like that, but that's my guess.
Yeah, whatever. LeConte.
Yeah.
Yeah. My first instinct was correct. I just threw out the other one in case the first one wasn't correct.
I don't know. It depends if it's been Americanized or not.
Right, you never know.
Yeah.
Anyways, really good author. Great article.
Yep.
John. He compiled headlines from this week from the last 5 decades, and I thought that was really cool. I wish more publications would do stuff like this. I love kind of looking back.
Still Reporter does it from time to time. They'll do on this day, 1975, in the town.
Yeah.
But it's not like a regular feature. Like, I think that stuff's pretty cool.
Yeah. So anyways, at the beginning of this video, I alluded to the fact that we were going to come full circle. This week, 10 years ago, Mikaela Shiffrin clinched the Crystal Globe for slalom in her first season racing.
In 2003.
No.
13.
Yeah, 2003 is
My
20
years
years
are my years are gone.
No.
I knew it ended with a 3 though.
Mikaela Shiffrin was like 6 in 2003, right?
She's probably still winning races.
Yeah. Actually, I'm probably off on that.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly how old she is. But anyways, I thought that was really cool. 50 years ago, there was an article covering the 1973 Rocky Mountain Freestyle Circuit, which I thought was awesome. The winner took home a 1973 Vega.
These old pro events are so hilarious.
Yeah.
Like what they used to do with...
I used to enter all sorts of big airs in freestyle competitions. There was never any talk of winning a car.
Right.
If somebody could host a big air where you could win a car, all sorts of people would show up and do crazy things.
Well, that's why that guy broke his back, and now they don't allow inverts in Vail.
I have notes on that too. It was the cause of flips being banned at Vail after a nasty fall, and it said he severed his spine.
I've read that too. I don't really know what that entails, but I don't like it.
Doesn't sound good.
No.
Yeah, Scott Magrino while attempting a double backflip.
Crazy. And then no more flips at Vail.
Yeah. I mean, do you remember, like, it wasn't that long ago that most resorts had a ban on inverts.
Yeah, no inverts.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I only assume that it stemmed from an incident like that.
Yeah, no, I agree. And even when they first started coming out with terrain parks, they were like, definitely
no inverts.
No inverts.
Yeah, which is wild to think about now. Even when I was competing, I used to do slopestyle events.
Yeah.
where there would be strict no invert rules.
There was big discussions of whether your feet went over
Totally.
your head. Like there was like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, because my slopestyle runs almost always consisted at least of a cork 7.
Right.
And like every once in a while, a judge or some event person would be like, "You're disqualified. That was an invert."
Yeah.
And I'd be like, "Nope. Let's go back and assess the footage here. My feet are below my head the entire time, or at most even with my head. I, by definition, am not inverted."
Yeah. Strange conversation.
The world we live in.
Yeah.
So yeah, check that out. I thought that was a really interesting read, and obviously we only mentioned 10 years and 50 years ago, so there's also 20, 30, and 40 that you can go find out about on your own. And then lastly, we have our edits of the week. So first is the Freeride World Tour Riders video blog. This is episode 13. I think that's a really cool series, excuse me. You know, I think it's a lot different when you see those guys in a formal competition environment with their bib on and all that stuff,
Yep.
and then when you just see them free skiing.
Right.
Like this was like a weather day, and they're out there just kind of jibbing around and having fun, which I thought was really cool. Speaking of jibbing, second edit of the week is Matej Sponsor, skiing through a school. This guy's quickly becoming my favorite skier. Not really, because Candide will always have that spot, but he is unbelievable.
Climbing the ladder.
He is quickly climbing the ladder. Yeah. I mean, I think he is. I don't know if it's fair to call him the future of park skiing anymore, because he feels like he has arrived.
Doesn't seem like anything he does is wrong. Like from style to tricks to anything.
Attitude even.
It just seems like everything
Mindset,
is correct.
Yes, I agree.
Can do no wrong.
Yeah, which I think is why he's earned a ton of respect and a really strong following in the park community. It's refreshing to see somebody who's like dominating like FIS events, or at least winning, and is a big competitor in FIS events, but then also kind of has the typical like urban street vibe of park skiing.
Yeah,
So
pretty impressive.
Very cool. And then lastly, we have resetting Alpine World Records with Mikaela Schifrin and Adidas, and you get to see a little insight into Mikaela's musical talents.
Interesting.
Very talented young lady.
Yep.
So that's it for this week's Top 5 Fridays. Big week next week. Next week is our 7th annual ski test. So pretty much all hands on deck around here right now.
Yeah, getting that thing up and running, and
Yeah, what a thing.
over 400 skis,
Yeah.
21 brands.
Ski brands?
Yeah,
20.
20.
8 snowboard
8
brands.
snowboard. A lot of testers.
139 between skiing and snowboarding.
Yeah, it's a big production for sure.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah. So if you happen to be at Stowe, swing by, check it out. Can't let you take any skis, unfortunately, but we'll be there.
Yep.
Be a good time. There may be less content going out next week. We're going to try and get some articles out while we're also doing the ski test, but if you don't see much,
That's why.
we're busy. So yeah, there's tons of snow everywhere in the country, except Florida. Golf events in Florida look great right now.
Oh, it looks awesome.
No snow down there.
No, that sawgrass looked amazing.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah. Congratulations, Scotty Scheffler.
Yep.
Should we start working in some golf recaps into Top 5 Friday?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Yeah.
I'd really like to see Akshay Bhatia do well this weekend. He's got a strong future.
Yep. My wife's she's a Tony Finau fan after watching Full Swing.
How could you not be a Tony
know.
Finau fan?
Yep. She's into it.
What a great personality. Family man. Always seems like he's having a good time.
She gets like offended if he doesn't like qualify for a certain tournament. Like he didn't qualify for, I think it was the U.S. Open or something last year.
Oh.
And she was...
I mean, Katie should rest assured that, like, at this point, Tony Finau is pretty much... I think he's top 30 ranked in the world, so he will get...
He's in.
He's in for everything.
I'll let her know.
Yeah. Anyways, sorry about that golf tangent. Hope everyone has a fantastic weekend, and we'll talk to you next week.
Bye.